Yeah, I will say the line. I don't know that we want to go into specifics, but it didn't look a whole lot different personnel wise from last year. But I feel like they looked better, at least in some of the run plays we saw, right? And it's tough to tell because you're playing your own guys. So it's like, should we be concerned about the defense or is the offensive line actually better?
That's what
But
I
they were
said. There was
definitely
a
opening up on some of those run plays, better holes, right? Like, I mean, we saw Hargrave had a huge, 75-yard touchdown run, like down the
yep.
sideline, hit the hole, got out of there. But I would say I feel better about the line at this point right now, which
Sure.
I don't know
I
that you
think
could have
that
really felt
fair
any
assessment.
worse, to be honest, after last season. So maybe that's just
You know,
that's because it's the only direction we had to go.
it's also so early in spring that that's like there's not a guarantee what we saw was even going to be the starting
Oh,
line
yeah.
at all, right? They could totally move someone around. I mean, we
I
look
mean,
last year,
some
we
of these
saw
portal
Gamble
guys,
go from
it's
left tackle to left guard.
yeah, and some of the portal guys, it's what their third practice, so it's
Yeah,
like fourth maybe. There's a lot of ramp up time between now and week one
definitely.
against
Yep.
Bethune Cookman. So a lot of things could change, but I will say I felt better leaving practice the other day after seeing what we saw in some of those scenarios and some of the runs that were, even if it wasn't like we were cranking out 75-yard runs every play, but it was a 5, 6, 7-yard chunk play here or there just off of a basic draw or something, which is something we didn't see last year. Like most of those plays were stuffed at the line of scrimmage or even in the backfield, or maybe you're getting a yard, right? You weren't really getting a chunk play out of
Yeah.
a basic draw play.
And that I think the one thing that was exciting is that, like you said, we saw the big play from Hargrave. You saw a big run from Blake Watson, and that Blake Blake Watson can scoot.
Dude
That dude's kind
can,
of
yes.
he was kind of fast.
Well, we love to talk about running back speed and 40 times on this podcast, and my guy Watson, he can run. He can run well.
Yeah.
I don't know what would you guess his 40 time is?
If we are going off the scale where
It's got to be out there on the interweb. Let's see how close
Ducker
TJ gets
is
to this.
if we're assuming Ducker is a
So
four
let's
seven,
stay
I
away.
will say
Let's stay. Okay, if you're listening, we're sorry. TJ, stay away from Ducker's 40 time. We don't need to talk about it anymore.
that's my starting
Don't
running
come.
back. So like
I,
I
I get it,
I ain't going anywhere from there.
but I'm just gonna say you even said something the other day at practice about my boy Duck being slow. So
I don't know, dude.
I think you just need to throw slow for a running back on there, maybe
4.5. 4.5.
4.5. Didn't you say Duck was like a 4.6 or something?
No, I said a 4.7, maybe a 4.8.
Gosh, that's okay.
That's fast for track
Okay.
speed. That's like a
Okay.
big difference. 2.10s? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I get it. So NFL Draft Scout has his 40 low at 4.46. His official time is 4.56. So you pretty much hit it right on the head. Didn't you say 4.5?
It's a 4.5, yeah. So Kenny and a
Stubblefield?
4.4.
Stubbs did
5.4.
not. Our guy Kenneth Stubblefield did not run a 5.4. I mean a 4.4. 4.4.
Do we need to have a Bluff City Media 40-yard dash competition?
100%. Because we're going to touch on this in a minute. The combine, we'd 100% Kenny, Christian, Gabe, all you that are listening, John, everybody, all the Grizzly Bear, all of us. We need to have a Bluff City combine. You can pick your sport or enter both. I may enter both basketball and football, but we need to do that for sure. 40 times, vertical jumps, shuttle drill. Kidding me? Maybe even throw in a punt, pass, kick. I mean, yeah, right?
So Henderson ran a 4.49 and Gainwell ran a 4.4.
Gosh,
That puts in perspective where I think Blake Watson is.
Henderson felt so much faster than that.
Did feel much faster than that. But that's about on par with Blake Watson. He is
Oh, I get
fast.
you. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, dude can scoot for sure. I'm excited about that. And something we talked about last week, I feel like, and it's not at every single position across the board, but several times last year, obviously in the skill position area, and I would say the defensive side of the ball. And I'm not trying to be a jerk, but we looked slow as heck
Sure.
at times, like very pedestrian. So I think they've not only hopefully increased talent wise, but some of that speed. We're going to see a little bit of speed back on the field, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think the defensive side, one thing they have really done is work to add speed out there, especially at the
Yeah.
linebackers, secondary. Definitely, speed was kind of an issue at a couple of points last year. So
Just flat footed. Yeah. Get out of